all good, and I welcome you to the Personio product update. My name is Lena. I'm a community manager, specifically in the German community, but also hosting this event, together with my wonderful colleague Larissa. Larissa is an event manager, and today she's going to be your question master. So you're welcome to ask your questions into the Q&A section regarding the topics that we discussed today. And after every topic, Larissa will ask me those questions live so that you get an answer to all open topics that we have for today. And yeah, let's get right started with the tip of the month. This month's tip is about scheduling multiple attribute changes. I will also show that in the first demo after we had a look at the agenda. The agenda is packed full again. In HRM, we have fairly smaller releases, but they also are great for you. And many of them were wished from our customers, such as the first one. It is about performance and development and the access rights, because now you can define them per employee role. And also we have an update on the hourly absences, because now there is an API endpoint so that you can pull them via the public API. And also we have an update for all German, especially for the German market mostly. It's on data flodas, the integration, because it also allows you now to assign individual salaries. And soon to come, Personio Conversations. Some of you might have heard about it in the last user group meeting already. And I will give a sneak peek in it, a very short summary and early information where you can get informed too. So stay tuned. And on the integration side, I have brought 6 integrations with me: API-Deck, EquipMe, Office Vibe, People Plan, Pult, and 360 Learning. I will introduce them shortly, just so you get a quick overview if it's relevant for you, or if you maybe are working with this integration already, or with this tool and can use the integration to Personio. And on the recruiting side, I have an absolute highlight for today: the active sourcing extension. I show you in a demo how you can activate it in your account, under which circumstances you can use it, and also how it is working when you pull a candidate from LinkedIn with one click only in Personio. That's my highlight for today. And the last point is a small but nice to have functionality, because we have new placeholders for the email templates in the recruiting. So let's get started with the first topic. As said, I want to show you and demo you the tip of the month. For example, when you multiple changes, that is the feature that I'm going to show you now. We're in an employee profile of Laura. And in case Laura, for example, in this case, is choosing her or is getting a different position title, then we can schedule that. For example, if she will have this title from September on, because we just had a performance review and we decided, okay, the next time she's not going to be a junior, but a professional, then we can do this change. And also, for example, if she is getting a new supervisor due to her position change, then we could also assign her someone else. We have made 2 changes now. So first of all, the position, second, the supervisor. Then I go on review, set effective date. I want to change that to the 1st of September. And then I see the overview, which attributes are scheduled, what the old value was, and also what the new value is will be. And then we submit the changes. In the overview, we now can see that, for example, here for the position, that there is a scheduled change. And also here for the supervisor, here we also see the scheduled change. And we just have one click. We do not have to go into every individual attribute anymore. So that was a functionality also wished from many customers, also in ideation in the community. All right, then let's have a look at the next functionality. It's about performance and development to define access rights. You can see here in the screenshot that it's now possible. A screenshot is from the employee roles and access rights area. that in the last tab, we have a new functionality, performance and development. And there you can decide individually for the performance cycles and for the training tab, where you can decide different trainings and sessions. If someone, for example, someone who is like responsible only for performance, or a general HR manager who is not an admin, now can get edit rights. So they are able to have access to this area and also be able to edit it. I quickly show you this at the example of Sebastian. Sebastian is an HR manager and he's not an admin. So I will log in as Sebastian and show you how that looks from his view with his access rights that I've set up. Like he got the viewing and the edit rights for the training and for the training management. So for example, here with cycles, he is now also able here on the top right to create new cycles. This is a functionality that is just regarding the editing here, what is happening here in this tab. It is not reflecting in any access rights that people get under settings. So it's not possible still for HR managers or performance professionals to like set up different forms. Like these are all the settings that are have to be configured under the account configuration. And this is not possible yet. Our product team has that on the radar. There's also a special group in the community. It was also in the pre-slides, if you have seen them. It's called, like, you can just go in the online community under groups, and then it's called Performance and Development. You're welcome to enter this group if you are using this functionality and this package, and give feedback, share your experiences, and get also like early on feedback from our product managers, what the focus will be, where there will be beta tests, and you're welcome to participate there. Yeah, so that was it so far. Larissa, do we have any questions in the chat? I've seen that it was quite quiet so far.
Exactly, Lena. Thanks for asking, but we have no open questions at the moment.
Oh, then let's continue. And as said earlier, you're welcome to post your questions in the Q&A area. The next update is on hourly absences, because we do have a new endpoint. You see here below, that is the endpoint that we had on daily absence types. And now you're able to also submit an hourly absence endpoint to your public API, for example, in order to get reports to your reporting tools, or also to do all the salaries, because some salary management tools, they are like connected with Personio via the public API. And I think in some markets, and especially like international markets, this is quite relevant. So yeah, that is now possible. And regarding other APIs, for example, the ones that are being connected through the marketplace, our product team is looking into it if they can also connect that, but at the moment it's not possible. The next update is on Data Flodas. It's a product very well known in the German market mainly, because now it's possible to assign individual wages or like salaries to automatically push them from Personio to Data. What is necessary here is that you activate the exchange of fixed salary, that you choose the custom mapping, and here you need to choose an attribute by the type of list of attributes, and this list then suggests all the different types, like options, attribute values here, and you then can map your individual Datev salary type ID from your Datev account in here, and then this will be mapped. It's important then also, of course, to fill out the attribute in the employee profiles. If you do have that set up and you know, okay, like my CEO is getting this salary, my full-time employee is getting another one, and they have an attribute set up like this already, that's perfect. But if you don't, what most probably will be the case, then please set up a new attribute considering like the description should consider all the different data salary types that you have in there. All right, then that's it for the last two updates. Larissa, I'm handing over to you.
Yes, still no questions, but thank you,
Okay.
Lena.
All right, so either I explain everything so well already, or we should get to other topics. Yeah, the last part out of the HRM area is a quite exciting update from my perspective, because soon there will be a new, completely new functionality available in Personio. It is Personio Conversations. This is an HR ticketing system, and yeah, it will help you to better manage your tasks that you have within your team, not just the HR department, but maybe also office management, like everyone who is involved in people management somehow within the company. It allows you to work in projects, to have like Slack and MS Teams or emails connected so that the employees can file in their requests via their used channels, whatever you're using in the company. And then you get that in an inbox or directly assigned, depending if you have a project already, can react to it, have a good overview, are always informed about the status, can share it, can take over if someone, for example, is on leave. And yeah, there are many different opportunities. Also a one-to-many communication, for example, if you're planning like a company event, then you can ask with one message all employees, for example, if they have any like wishes regarding their foods, if they cannot eat something, and then you gather all this information, yeah, in an overview where you can like have a project on that company event and have everything in the project, all the requests, all the to-dos that you shared. And yeah, so it's quite cool. And there will be trainings, and from the 23rd of August, they start with the first trainings. And yeah, we'll continue them. But if you already know that you're interested in this product, you're welcome. There will be a poll popping up in your window, and you should be able to say, yes, contact me, please, or that you're interested at a later point, not right in autumn when it's being released, or you're currently not interested in this kind of product because you have like processes set up. Yeah, the advantage of this is really that it's an HR centric and it's connected with Personio, with the information that are in Personio already. So yeah, it's quite easy to manage. Okay, I will end the poll in 3 seconds. 3. Okay, I think it was ended already. That's fine too. I think almost everyone, like half of the people have participated. Yeah. 96%, like 69% like this have said that they're interested. 15 are interested but not at the moment, and for 15% it's not relevant at the moment. Thank you very much. For those of you who said that they want to be contacted, you're welcome. Or you will get a welcome message from your growth manager. They will send you the first information, and of course you can join the webinars too. We will all send that in the recap mail. Also in the community, we will also always share when there is an upcoming webinar regarding Personio Conversations. Okay, then we come to the questions part. Larissa, I've seen that now there were a few questions coming in.
Exactly. So our first question is from Sonia. She's asking when we can expect to test it.
So like the first rollouts will be like this month already, but like the general rollout for everyone probably will be in September. That's what our product team is like expecting. Yeah, I hope that helps, Sonia.
Thank you. And then we have 2 other questions. They're quite similar. So the question is, do you have any details in regard to pricing for Personio Conversations?
I do not know how high the price is, though I know that it's a separate package and it's not connected to any other package. So if you really just want to have the Personio Conversations on top, you can book that individually, because it's like a completely new tool that is added to Personio. We decided to make it an own package. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Lena. So you already answered Jules' question as well. He was, or she, sorry, was asking if we have additional costs to it.
Okay. Thank you, Larissa, and thank you for the questions. Then let's get to the next part, the integrations. I'll just quickly go over them and to introduce you to the 6 integrations of the past month that we have connected in our marketplace. The first one is API Deck. API Deck is relevant for those of you who are managing like many APIs, different tools, because it makes it much easier, like time-wise, to set up new APIs, and also is reducing costs like this, obviously, too. EquipMe is a workplace management system. The tool offers companies the easiest way to order and manage also IT equipment, office accessories, and also office equipment. The office management and also employees can book it digitally. It has integrated external and internal suppliers, and you have a good overview over the process. It's streamlined, and therefore you also save time and coordination. Then the third one, Office Vibes. Office Vibes is a performance and engagement tool, as we have quite a few of them. What differentiates it maybe is that it has a one-on-one functionality and also a goal setting function. And it also has a feature where you can like share recognition. It's called Good Vibes. So yeah, in case you want to have a look at it, you're welcome to check it out at the marketplace, maybe also compare it with the other functionalities that we have in this field of product. Then the fourth integration is really great. I know that many of you would love to have this functionality in Personio already. Unfortunately, we don't have it in Personio yet. People Plan is a personnel planning tool. So that means you can plan your capacities, your everything basically for the future for your company. We do have the data in Personio, that's right. But so far in Personio, we just have the year plan overview via the employee list. It's a specific view where you can see who's joining and etc. And so it's not ideal to also calculate costs, but with People Plan, you're able to do that. You have all the information, the weekly hours, the salaries, the cost centers, you have everything of that in Personio. And these data are pulled by People Plan, and with People Plan, you can build different scenarios. You can calculate them in People Plan to get better database decisions, to get support with your decisions that you will do in the future. Pulled is a workplace management software that supports especially hybrid companies. So if you have a hybrid work culture that people are in home office and also in the office, then this is quite convenient because it offers a functionalities of booking desks and rooms, but also has health management included. And what a nice plus is, it also has integrated Slack and MS Teams at the same time. So it's possible that the people who are working remotely and on site, that they can work closer together and use those platforms that they are used already. And the last one, the integration that I'm introducing today is 360 Learning. It's a learning solution platform that your own trainers or colleagues with specific knowledge in one area, professionals, can develop their own trainings or onboardings for their colleagues and partners. It's an internal training course that can be created. And it's a very intuitive tool, has a setup how you can create a training within a few minutes. So it's very like easy to use. Yeah, it helps you to scale onboarding processes, but also trainings that are ongoing for your employees to develop your professionals like further on. Okay, that's it to the integration so far. As usual, you're welcome to check them out in detail on the marketplace if you're interested in a few of them. And most of them you have to approach anyways, like with the tool directly. But just to get a quick overview, what can be connected to Personio. Larissa, were there any questions?
No, Lena, no questions regarding to the integration. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, then we're coming to the last and my highlight topic for today, the active sourcing extension between Personio and LinkedIn. But first, before we start with the demo and the deep dive, I'm interested if you're using active sourcing in your company already. And I know that for some companies a bit longer, for others a bit shorter. Yeah, the LinkedIn sourcing extension is active already. You will obviously hear more about it in the next few minutes, but have you tried it already? I'm interested in that. Okay. Let's wait 3 more seconds that everyone can vote in the pop-up window. 3, 2, 1, and now we're ending the poll. Okay. All right. So 87% are using active sourcing. That's quite interesting. I think this morning when we had this webinar in the German market or German speaking, and then it's probably mostly also the German market there was a bit lower. So that's very interesting to see that internationally, maybe it's also a bit higher the number. Yeah, so just 13% are not using, and therefore two companies are not using active sourcing. And four people here in the room already have tried the LinkedIn active sourcing extension. You're welcome to share your feedback in the Personio online community. Our product team is very looking forward to the first feedbacks. Yeah, and see what they can improve on. And yeah, 90 people are interested in it. And yeah, I'm happy to share that with you. And yeah, let's get started and have a look at the integration. First of all, it's very important, I wanted to give you more information who can use it. So you don't have to worry, not everyone in your organization can now push candidates from LinkedIn to Personio. Only people with the according access rights can do that. That means admins can do that, people who have complete edit rights on the entire recruiting part. And the third role, or the third kind of people who have access, are the ones who have the access rights or the edit rights on applicants, tags, comments, and applicant and documents. These are all the information that you see here in a screenshot that are entered and that have to be taken over from LinkedIn, from this field to Personio. So therefore it's important that the edit rights are here even given. One further limitation is there regarding the login authentication that your company has. So far, it's possible to use this extension when you have a normal username and password, or if you have Google SSO. And there are limitations at the moment for OAuth, and if you're using the two-factor authentication that is set up in the employee role in Personio, for those two, it's not possible yet due to technical limitation. Our product team is having a look at it already, but I'm not sure if it can be resolved in the future. They're checking it out already. But at the moment, I do not know more about it. So these are the conditions, the role that people have in Personio, and what authentication method your company is using. Then otherwise, the extension is for free. It's a Google Chrome browser extension. So this is nothing that you add in Personio, you add that in your Google browser. You will be able to get the link to the browser extension in the Help Center article. Let's have a look at that. So here I have opened and prepared the Help Center article already. When I click on it, I'm here able to add the Personio Active Sourcing extension here already, add to Chrome. Then I'm asked if I want to add the extension. And then here I have to be careful that I don't click remove from Chrome. But yeah, I'm now able to use it. So now I open my LinkedIn profile. When going on LinkedIn, it's important that you really open up a new window. It's not enough. For example, here I do have my LinkedIn open already, but I'm not able just to refresh it. I really have to open a new window. So now here on the right-hand side, you see a gray P button. That means that the integration, it is inactive, but it is there. So now I have to enter the domain name of my Personio account. I quickly have to check new feature, how it's written, just that I type it in correctly. So I have it now entered here. Then I have to enter it with my login name that I have in the account and also the password. Obviously, if you have Google SSO, you don't have to enter that here. Very important, the legal disclaimer, please read it carefully and also be aware that as soon as you move data from LinkedIn to Personio, that you are responsible for the data. So it's also your responsibility to get the okay to be allowed to move the data. That is very important. Please also, if you have doubts, check that with your internal data security responsible and read that carefully. Here down here, you see the data security rules. And then if you have read that, you can go and accept. And then here, I close this quickly. You see that it's still gray. So that means it's still inactive. When we go, for example, on Larissa's profile, we see it's still gray, it's still inactive, because I'm not on her real profile. I really have to go on her full profile. Here with her profile page, the header, etc., that it's turning active. That is the blue color. Now now it is possible to import her name, last name, etc. Oh, damn it. I'm very sorry. Apparently, I do not have a position public at the moment. Then I quickly show that with another account. I quickly show that in another demo account. Okay, now here we have different positions open and public, and therefore we can say, okay, we want her to be within in this for this position. We have asked her for her compliance. We can enter here her email address. We can also enter the phone number if we have it. We don't have to. This is all information that is a nice to have, but not a must have. Then her LinkedIn profile will be automatically pulled here. We can also leave a comment, and then it's showing on the candidate overview in the front page. And say agreed to data security rules and is okay. Her that yeah, everything is being processed and that she is continuing in the project. So in case, for example, we have different tags here, we can use them. And then also we have the opportunity, for example, if we already got a CV or something, then we have the opportunity to upload a picture or like a CV, a document, like all document types that are allowed also in the recruiting profile, PDFs, Words, Open Office, they're all allowed. And then you're also able to like decide which document category this is showing up and then create an application. Okay, I hope this is working now. Yep, I have to log in quickly. All right. I quickly also changed the language to German, that you can see that. I'm very sorry, I thought I have set everything up, but apparently not. But we can fix that quickly. So with Larissa, we can see now on her candidate profile that the tag is now set. You can like sort it by the tag, that here the comment is also appearing. You can see that here it is under comment. You could like edit it. And like, for example, if it's not positive because it's a standard that it's saved as positive, but you could also say like neutral, then save it, and then it's differently saved in the overview. Yeah, so that is basically it. In case, for example, here we go to Larissa's profile, and we are in contact with her again, or like someone else is in contact with her. We can see that here the position is grayed out. This is the position that her profile has been referred to already. So it's not possible to accidentally put her in the channel, in the funnel again. Just for other positions, we could consider her profile. Yeah. So I think that is also very important to mention here. All right. That is it so far. Larissa, I see that we have some questions. Do you want to ask them now?
Yeah, that's right. So Marco asked a really long question, so I divided in 2 questions. So the first part is, who should I contact to have further information about the rec extension? And yeah, a part of the question is if it's for free or extra.
So the first question is, if you have the recruiting package and you are using as a login authentication just a normal username and a password or Google SSO, then you can use it already. Then you just go to the Help Center article, Personio Active Sourcing Extension, click on the download the extension button, then you're being forwarded to this overview. You can add the extension here on the top right button, and then you are good. Then you log in and then you're good to go. That's exactly the steps that I have been doing. There will be a recording of this webinar, so you're welcome to check it out tomorrow or next week and like go through it step by step. The extension is for free, so here it doesn't cost you anything. It is a Chrome browser extension. This means a Chrome browser extension who's not using that. Very often, this is all different extensions that are here under the puzzle sign on the top of your browser. Yeah, so you just use Google Chrome and then go to this web link of the Help Center article, and you can activate it. It's most specific package, but conditional, of course, that you have the recruiting package in Personio.
Okay, great. Thanks for the explanation. And Marco also wants to know how to implement a survey. Could you answer that too?
I'm not sure. Implement a survey in which way? Like here, it's just possible to pull like those information. The first ones that you also see here into the profile. One thing that you could do, for example, if the survey is being filled out with a document, you could attach that here, and yeah, like load up a document. Like I can show that how that looks here when
Yeah,
we are. Yeah,
Marco
sorry.
also named an example, for example, like SurveyMonkey, if you want to implement that.
Ah,
Mhm.
yeah, that was SurveyMonkey. It's just a link, and you would have to send that to the candidate, and then, like, I mean, this is like everything. The communication is all on LinkedIn, and when you get a response, you could maybe add that here in the comments. But there is no further like option here at the moment. But you're welcome to post it, and also the specific use case maybe in the community in the ideation area. Also, please make it clear that it's for the LinkedIn extension. That would be great. Our product team is very keen to get some feedback on the new extension. But yeah, you can like link information that needs to go from LinkedIn to Personio, and the other way around, everything needs to be actively communicated to the candidate in LinkedIn, in the chat, in the messaging.
Okay, so yeah, maybe we can get back to Marco because of that, because he also added he's interesting for a survey for an employee, not for the recruiting.
So okay, sorry, then this is probably a different functionality. That could be something like a survey for employee. That could be something that is covered by Personio Conversations, or like, because in the performance area we're at the moment not able to do that. Then please have a look at the integrations there. You're also able to find different solutions for surveys. I also know that there are some questions around this topic already in the community, so it's worth checking out what other members of the community are using there for.
Okay, thank you so much, Lena. Great. Another question from Lucas. So Lucas is wondering, what about companies using OAuth authentication? When are we able to use it?
Yeah, with OAuth, it's technically not possible to use the LinkedIn extension at the moment, and I'm not sure if this will be possible. Our product team is currently looking into it, but I'm not sure. I do not know yet if it's technically possible. They will like look for a solution because we know that many companies are also using OAuth.
Okay, great. And one last question from Friedrich. Is it possible to request consent again from the applicant once the applicant is in Personio, so that it is documented in Personio, not just as a comment?
Is it possible to request consent again from the applicant once the applicant is present? You could set up, for example, an email template. That could be a solution. That, for example, you use a tag for everyone who's like coming in LinkedIn, and then once a week or like every day, depending how much traffic you have, you could like filter it according to the tag, and then send out emails to them using a template, and where they need to give their consent. That could be, for example, a solution how you would do that afterwards, but there is no like automated or like included option like this. Yeah, you're welcome, Friedrich.
Okay, thank you so much, Lena. So we have no open questions left.
All right, then let's check out the last topic for today. It's a small one, but yeah, I think also very important, because at this area of the product you're not looking probably too often, or not every day at least. It's the email templates. With the last release on the schedule interviews, there have been also new placeholders be integrated in Personio, and it's now possible to also store information on the participants on the interview, so that the candidate is also informed who will be joining, and also like on the date, like the day the interview takes place, and all these information you're able to put in placeholders, so that information is being pulled automatically per interview in every email automatically, and you don't have to insert it manually. So it's worth overdoing the email templates and to constantly updating it. And this is something it's probably good for you to have a look at. All right, then we're coming to the last part. I see no open questions, Larissa.
That's right, Lena, but a quick reminder. So
Yes.
there's still an open poll for the active sourcing topic.
Ah, you're right. Thank you, Larissa. Good that I have you. With the active sourcing and recruiting, I'm interested now that you have seen the functionalities, how likely like you think it is that it's like, or how efficient you think it is for you, and how often you probably will use them. There should be a pop-up also here again, yeah, where I'm obviously curious how you will use it, and yeah, how, you know, if it's helpful for you also for our product team to know, because it was a highly requested functionality. And we also actually have a video about the production with the sneak peek behind the scenes. We will also post it in the recap email so that you can have a look if you're interested how a product development process of a like quite complex product here also is looking like, and what is like being considered by our product team. It's the first like video of this kind that we have produced. Yeah, so we will share that afterwards if you're interested. And yeah, yeah, I see. Okay, thank you for the participation. It is all right. So 50% think that the extension will increase efficiency. 33% believe it's not doing a difference, and 17% do not know yet. So it's like, okay, 3 people, 2 people, 1 person. Thanks a lot for your participation, and yeah, also how often you will use it. It's obviously just an estimation, but 2 people will use it every day, 2 every month, and yeah, 2 people are also working with active sourcing, but will not use the extension. Also understandable. Thanks very much for the feedback. Yeah, I'm happy always to like also get to know if this content is relevant for you, and also the releases obviously that we are doing. As we have done the last topic already, and I've seen that there was no open question in the chat, we are coming to the end of our presentation for today. The next product update will be again on the first Thursday of the month, on the 1st of September, as usual at 3 p.m. Berlin time. And yeah, we're looking forward to get your feedback in order to improve the session and make it as useful as possible for you. And just a heads up with the user group meetings, we're currently in summer break, but in autumn we will be back also internationally. So stay tuned and see you next time. Thank you for joining. Have a good evening or afternoon.